Fesk, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. All good.
Oh, hey, cool. Hey, let me introduce myself. My name is Vlad, and I'm founder of Playing Cars project that we'll be speaking about today. Here with me are Tripioji and Fesk and Sean Elo, who are the artists who participate in this project. And straight to the point. I want to just give you idea and tell a bit about what we're cooking here. Idea of the project is super simple. It's a deck of playing cards, like normal deck of poker playing cards. But what's interesting about this and what differs from the just a normal deck of playing cards is that each card in this deck is designed by a different international artist. So if you can imagine a deck of playing cards in your hands, you just go through each card and art on each card is just different and designed especially for this project by just leading artists. This project is not new actually. We already released 7 physical decks under this concept, and we launched like 4 Kickstarter campaigns that were absolute success. We've shipped like tens of thousands physical copies. The project is super cool and people love it. They collect the decks. Decks are sold out, some of them. People hunt for sold out decks. And this year we decided to make it a bit special, and with all this NFT hype, we decided to release a new edition which is called Crypto Edition. And what's cool about this particular deck is that apart of physical product, we're going also release unique digital art collectibles that will be living on the Ethereum blockchain. So each card will be offered as separate NFT and released like in 150 copies each card. So here how it will work from NFT side. So the cards will be offered for minting in small packs and for the fixed price. And each pack will include 2 random cards, so collectors will not know what cards exactly they will be getting. It's like during the poker night, you just receive 2 random cards. You don't know what are they. People don't know what are they. So do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh yeah, good. So yeah, you will get like 2 absolute random cards, and yeah, this is the idea. And after the minting, after we sell all the cards in packs, we'll start to develop a game where collectors will be able to play the games and to level up their cards. Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, nice to be back here. Can you hear me okay? So yeah, what is really neat about this, I've worked on a couple of collectibles projects at this point. There are some of the most incredible artists in the NFT space working on this. So Robbie Trevino's in here, Vesk, Kid 8's on the project, Bugmeyer. So yeah, I mean there's some massive firepower here, but we're looking to do something a little bit different, and they want to, they wanted to incorporate a utility aspect to the whole thing. So I jumped on it, started talking to Vlad about developing a game that can be played on the website, kind of a battle arena. So you get your 2 unique animated cards during your drop, and then you can take those to the website. Not immediately. This is part of a rollout, a roadmap of sorts. So eventually, you'll have a battle arena where you can step in, you can play your cards. You'll have stats, you know, power and defense and hit points, and you'll be able to play against other collectors in real time until somebody wins the battle. Each player will receive experience points, and over time they'll be able to level up their cards. So we've got Manifold creating the contract for the project. So
Hold up.
hey, can you mute your mic?
Yes, just trying to mute now, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Manifold creating the custom contract for the project, and they were able to produce a contract that updates dynamically from the website to OpenSea. So as you level up your cards, that'll be reflected in the marketplace. And this is designed specifically for health of collectors and secondary market, and so it's a pretty fascinating thing to me personally. Pretty exciting. I haven't seen anything quite like this done to this point, and people are, I think, moving on from just your average PFP avatar project, and so yeah, we wanted to come with something a bit different with it. So I look forward to that too.
Yeah, exactly. And the playing cards concept is just like in his DNA, that the cards they should be used. You know, they're like an art like thing is just one part of the project, and the art part is just amazing. All the cards are animated. But we also wanted to give these cards utility, and this is what Sean just explained, and we're super excited about this part as well. So yeah, after it's in our roadmap, so after the packs are sold and the collectors have their cards in their hands, we're going to continue the project and just develop these games and add value to each and every card. So yeah, just because each card will have like 150 copies, and literally all the cards are like the same. If you have 2 of clubs and Sean have 2 of clubs, they're absolutely identical. But with the help of this feature of leveling up your card, it can be absolutely different, and to also have like different price on the market.
So yeah, you can choose your favorite piece of artwork or favorite artist, and then you can play that. So even if it's a 2 of clubs, you can be whooping a king's butt over and over again, depending on how much you invest in that particular card. So Vlad, maybe it's a good point to let people know how many editions there will be, and maybe a minting cost if you have that.
Each card, so as I said, each card will be in 150 copies, and except jokers. Jokers will be in 15 copies each joker. So all these cards, there will be a total of 7,830 cards, and all they will be shuffled and placed in the packs. So when you buy a pack, you don't know which card you're getting. So it can be like 2 of clubs, or it can be joker, or it can be ace of spades, or any other card. So
total mint. The total mint is like 3,800, something like that.
Yeah, total mint will be 3,800. 3,915 packs where 55 packs were reserving for giveaways for the community. So we'll be giving them away to people for participating in developing like our community, bringing more people and so on.
Hey everyone, Fast here. I would love to chime in a little bit to talk about the art, because I feel that we've been talking a lot about the tech and like this roadmap, which is amazing. Like as Ella said, the roadmap with manifold, like it's technically, I never seen something like that. But talking a little bit about the art, we have some serious firepower in this project. When like Play Arts reached out to me a few months back, and I took a look at their website, all the decks and all the amazing artists that worked with Playing Arts before, I was hyped already, you know? And like the amount of crazy good artists that we got on this project, and I mean, all the cards are simply amazing. And I don't know if you mentioned this already, Vlad, but we have a demo of the game going on, which anyone here can play. And you can check out the cards and the game like while playing a fun game with other people. Have you mentioned that, Vlad?
No, not yet. Yeah, actually, some of the cards are already revealed on the website, so you can go and check it out. Yeah, the art is amazing. All the cards are animated, and if you can't wait to see them all, you can play Crypto Battle. It's like a demo game that we're speaking about today. It's just super that simple. You invite your friend, just press play button, then count down to 3, and you will see 2 of the cards random, and you win or lose. So you can share it with your followers on Twitter and receive some airdrops from us.
I gotta say the demo is pretty simple, but it's pretty nice. It's a nice way to find the cards, like to see the cards for the first time, right? Because not all of them were revealed yet. So like the game is a cool mechanic on how to find out more about the cards.
And we'll be we're revealing like.
I just showed a little preview for whoever wants to see the actual game. I just posted one, played Dragonate, Nathan here, and we just do the crypto battle, and you can see the whole reveal there, what the cards look like, the interface. Super easy, log in with Twitter. So if you guys want to check out that link, you can post your own battle and start battling people as well.
Oh yeah, I see.
Hey, so I think our time is limited. Maybe, Vlad, maybe we could tell people how to get to the Discord and follow Playing Arts on Twitter, the launch date, all of that.
Yeah, of course. We've set up a Discord channel for this project, so we're welcome. We're revealing new cards daily. We're publishing news. And also we have 100 places reserved for early adopters, so we can still jump in, I think. Yeah, and the minting will start on Thursday, August 19. You're very welcome. The time will be announced a little bit like couple of days before the drop. That's pretty much it. John?
Yeah. So the art and let's see, it's the innovative, I think, approach to the whole thing. We spent several months kind of going back and forth. What was the best way to handle this whole thing? All of the artists had different ideas about, minting on Binance. That seemed like a good idea for a bit. And then we found out that, the 1% royalty things and kind of everybody's like, no way. So we landed on this manifold direction on the Ethereum blockchain. And like, it really just opened up a series of avenues for longevity of the project, and I think allowing Playing Arts to kind of establish itself as a thought leader and an innovator in the space. It's definitely high effort for sure, or perhaps maximum effort at this point. But yeah, I mean, as far as the game goes, you can expect maybe like what would be the best way to describe it? Like an iPhone game that has a premium currency, an in-game currency, dynamic stats, and then you can use that in-game currency to, do all kinds of stuff. Maybe buy, custom UI for your experience, maybe stat boosts. There's a whole range of things that we can do with that. And I don't know. I'm astounded by what those guys at Manifold can do. So really like pushing the boundaries with that whole thing is kind of music to my ears. So cheers to you, Vlad, for sure.
Yeah, thank you to the guys from Manifold. Actually, I'm on a call with them like a couple of times in a week, every week, and they're super nice. They just explain everything, and they give some good points, and just super nice guys overall. I can't say nothing about bad things about them. And as a partners, I hope we'll be continue working with them. And absolutely, we're building with this project, with this crypto edition, we're building ecosystem. We're building a platform for the future editions, for the future artists. We'll be inviting more and more people, crazy artists. We'll be doing collaborations. Wow, I'm so excited about what's to come. What NFT opens for the project overall. Well, can't wait to see.
Yeah, another thing I'd like to add too is Playing Arts, right? You've been around for years, right? Is that correct? This isn't like a new project. You have an established reputation for bringing value to digital artists, for a long time with your physical cards, and this is like a continuation and an extension of that, right? So it's not like a new Anon group popping on the scene, pumping out a collectibles project. This is like a long-term vision with like a history and a track record too.
Yeah, exactly. It was always our dream, actually, to expand the project to different dimensions. We always experiment with different platforms. We launched 4 successful Kickstarters. We worked with the bakers, with fulfillment, with all this stuff, and we're super excited about what NFT will bring to the project, or what we will bring to the NFT community with the playing cards.
Yeah, I would love to second on that. I think that Ella brought a super valid point, because as an artist in the space, I've been approached a couple of times for different collectible projects, but then Playing Arts was the first that, okay, they have a solid track record in the quote unquote real world. So this is more of an extension and a continuation of a long-term plan than a random collectible projects per se. So I think that's a really valid point. I think that's something that is missing a little bit during this craziness of collectible projects every single day. So yeah, I think that's definitely something different and unique about this project.
Thank you, guys. I'm wondering what you were thinking, Sean, when I wrote the invitation. I'm just curious. What did you think? Wow, just
about
another project, or
no,
about
actually, So you sent me the invitation to the website and you showed me the lineup of artists, and honestly, I was quite honored. I mean, I tend to I'm not like a hype master or anything, so I spent a lot more time kind of working out all of the. I respect my viewers with my work, so I want them to be able to be fascinated at any resolution that they're looking at it, and that takes a lot of time, and so I have a lot less time for marketing and everything. So I tend to not be at the on the battlefront, like as far as every amazing new thing that's rolling out, and I develop relationships with, I guess they're more solid relationships with less loud people, I think. So I was quite surprised that you had found me actually, and then being asked to join the project. I was quite honored. You had seeing Trevino. I mean, that guy. I'm familiar with him for many years outside of the NFT blockchain environment, and you've got so many amazing dudes that you were able to bring together. I was impressed. I was impressed, and I was honored that you asked me to be a part of it. So I had to step outside of my comfort zone a little bit and work in 3D for the animation. Fesk and Kid 8 and Tim Riopel and a few guys we have a Twitter chat going, and I'm seeing these guys, Vinny Nasu, like all these dudes rolling out this crazy 3D stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a shot and see if I can pick it up. So this animation is like my first ever 3D animation, and I'm pretty happy with it for what it is. I mean, it's beautiful. I think it fits well with everything that's going on. It has its own little kind of ELO flavor there, and yeah, man, I'm incredibly stoked on this whole thing. I think when people catch on to what's actually going on here, and functionality and utility are rolled out, that there's a really good opportunity for you guys to duke it out in the larger space. I mean, it's hard to gauge what projects are going to succeed, and some you think are going to be amazing hits that'll be around forever, and a month later it's rip. They're gone, they're done. And then other stuff is like your first impression is this is complete garbage, and it happens to endure. So I think that what you and your team have done, you've positioned yourselves to, you've prepared to be around for the long haul, and that's kind of key. Now it's just a matter of like the collectors catching on and liking it, and I think that we've done a great job with like the minting price, like respecting people's wallets, and giving them it almost like an extreme level of value for a collectible. I think you've played this really smart, Vlad. So yeah, man, just very honored to be a part of this whole thing.
Oh yeah, thank you, thank you. So, one more thing I want to tell about. Speaking about the animations, you told about 3D. What's super cool also about this deck, about the physical part, which is also the very important part of the project as a whole. Like till now, we released only physical copies, so we are printing them on the prime, like on the best quality of playing cards you can get, and also we're playing with the augmented reality feature. We've already done this with the Edition Zero deck, very first deck from Playing Cards series. So with the animations, what we will be doing is that you will be able to hold the physical deck, like printed card in your hand, and with the mobile phone in another hand, and when you look through the screen of the mobile augmented reality app, you will be able to see the animations of the cars right in your hand. It's very hard to explain, but if you have some experience with augmented reality, you will understand what I'm talking about. So each card will be animated in real world in your hand. I will drop a link to the into the chat about what I'm talking about. Like, check this out.
So that's what I mean about longevity. Like, you've got multiple dimensions to this whole thing, and you can keep people's interests at all of these different levels of resolution. And you know, it's a recipe for winning, but you know, nothing's guaranteed, lad. So got to work hard, man.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, anybody, hit me up in Discord or on Twitter. I'm here to answer all your questions. I put the link to the Discord here. Yeah, and we're ready to go. Today, actually, we did a test of the contract with the dev team. Minted some cars to the dev OpenSea. I just saw them, how they will look like on the website. I'm a bit excited about everything. And they look fantastic. They will look really cool, even as just pieces of art, you know. Excited about that. And thank you so much, Jeremy, for inviting me, us to speak about this project. And thanks, Sean, for explaining this all gamification part. Thanks, Fask, for artistic point of view. Thanks everybody for listening. And wow, a lot of comments here happening in the chat.
Yeah, thanks for having me along. Look forward to what's coming, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a pleasure. Thanks for the space and for inviting me to talk a little bit more about the project. I'm super excited.
Super excited too. Thanks, Pax.
Likewise. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we good, Trippy?
Oh, amazing. Yeah. Thanks everyone for joining on the chat. This has been another amazing pre-WIP trip. Really looking forward to the drop. For everyone who didn't hear, the drop is happening next week. I believe it's August 18th. Please definitely follow Playing Art on. Oh, it's the 19th. Okay, so August 19th next week, happening in 1 week. Playingarts.com, Twitter @playingarts. Check them out. They're releasing all of the artworks, previewing them slowly. So there's not even half of them have even been seen yet. So yeah, stay along for the ride. It's going to be awesome. With that said, I think we're going to go ahead and start the WIP for everyone.
See you. Thank you.
There.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
See ya.
Amazing. Thank you, everyone. Real quick, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Coming through loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Trippy, for putting together yet another fire pre-WIP trip. Big shout out again to Playing Arts. Really stoked on their drop. I had not known about this project until today, listening to them talk about this and all the links being shared. But I mean, I think Rizzo was talking about this. A lot of people had a reaction that the art's dope. The project seems like fire. So really excited for August 19th for that drop. But yeah, welcome to the WIP, everyone. This is Matthew. We have a bunch of Matthews on the WIP today. Totally coincidental, not anything that I consciously kind of select for in our speaker guest list. But we have Matthew coming back here to talk about updates with Songcamp. Excited about that. We have a Killer Tomato in the house. No idea what they're going to be talking about, but very excited for that. And then we get back to another Matthew who will be talking about a project called Starship. And then we have Crypto Spectre in the house, who's going to be talking about his drop that's slated for Nifty Gateway tomorrow evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So real stacked update list for today. We don't have show with us, unfortunately. There's not going to be any afties, but we do have a show stand-in, which I think Rizzle just kind of raised his hand and nominated himself. So if you have any questions during any of these speaker updates, just tag Rizzle and ask him your questions, and he'll be the new show today for question asking. And on that note, I'm going to pass the mic to my dude Rizzle, get everyone hyped up for today's WIP, and take everything from there.
I'm not doing the afties. I'll pay attention enough to ask some questions, or at least like field questions from the audience or something. All right, cool. People can hear me. All right, hang on. Let's see. We gotta do the things. Beneath this chat channel, and someone's got to find Kill a Tomato, which is one of my favorite new screen names, but I think Kill a Tomato is lost. We're gonna try and wrangle this tomato in here. All right, in the Cypher channel. Go there, get the big WIP drop. It's okay, good. I entered the thing right. Come back. It's actually, I owe you guys like 100 WIP dispersed amongst like however many people. I like forgot to pull the smart contract in time, and like the transactions pending and didn't make it into the TipCC bot. So remind me next week. I will distribute an extra 100 WIP like amongst everybody. It's like a IOU. Let's see what else. I don't know what Sneaky Matt has been up to behind the scenes. It seems like stacking the deck with Matt, at least for this week. I've hired Syncos last week. I don't know if anyone told him. Nobody has volunteered to make wearables for us, and I'm getting like desperate. And you know, we're willing to work with like almost anything. You know, we will profit share our pointless currency with you if you're like willing to make us some wearables. We can go like super low effort. At this point, someone just give us something. Pixels, are you out there lurking? Someone help us out here. And we will get your janky wearables in front of everybody. There's no doubt they'll be distributed widely amongst the metaverse. Nobody has taken us up on this, so this is your opportunity to make a name for yourself with really terrible wearables that we can just sell for our pointless currency that we distribute to everybody, and we'll just, you know, blast them out all over the metaverse. So please help us out, anyone besides Syncus. Group shot afterwards. Come into Crypto Voxels if you haven't already. Oops, that's not the link. I po-opt, so I lost the copy paste link. But if someone can drop a link to Crypto Voxels, I'll find it. Come in there. Make sure you're in there. We'll do a group shot afterwards with Paradox. I believe Paradox is in the house. Show is at the dentist. I don't even know what to think of that. Like, what do we even say to Show after like the crap he gave Russ Frankie? Dude schedules a dentist appointment like during the WIP. So I'm willing to be, you know, exactly, Guts Berserk. What is more important, your teeth or the WIP? I'm willing to be Show for the questions, but I'm not doing the afties. So we're gonna have to work it out. Someone, while this is taking place, someone has to volunteer to conduct the afties, and if not, I hereby nominate Po-op Master Carolina Duh. Or karaoke, Sandy. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We haven't, or at least I haven't been around for karaoke in a while, which I'm not volunteering to do it, but I would love to lurk and run my mouth. All right, yeah, cool. We can do something cool. I like all of these ideas. And if nothing else, we will push Carolina Duh into the show role. Shout out WIP crew, bot squad, all the people who make this happen. Easy, Paradox, Trippy, Show, Timmy. Not Show. We'll backtrack on Show for this week. Timmy Tubador, Alex, Guts Berserk, GB, Grab, Conwolf, Carolina Duh, obviously Sandy, the Meow Meow, Dragonate, Trizlet, Quigbell. Yeah, fucking Show. All right, y'all. Without further ado, who's our first speaker today? The banner is not in the lounge, and I'm like totally lost. Usually, this is where I cheat and I turn around and figure out who's speaking. Help me out. Yeah, I gotta assume Matt. Matt, take the mic.
Me, Matt, right? There's so many Matts.
I just picked a Matt. I figured that was a safe bet.
Matthew from Song Camp is up first, but it was a good guess with the speaker name.
Hello. Okay, good. That's me. Hello, everyone. My name is Matthew James from Song Camp, and yeah, excited to walk you guys through what we've been doing. I was here back in what was it, May, when Song Camp first really got started. April, May, we ran our first camp. So Song Camp is basically a Web3 like community laboratory where we're just experimenting at the edges of music and Web3, knowing that these tools are going to completely change the way we interface with pretty much everything. And as a musician myself, I was really interested in learning how we're going to get active with it in music, and knowing that we're in very early days here and no idea what's going to happen. So let's just throw stuff at the wall, throw spaghetti at the wall and see what happens. And when I was here last time, I was here talking about Songcamp 1 or Songcamp Genesis, which led to 3 songs that I just dropped in the WIP chat there, which we put out on catalog as NFTs. So that camp was 13 of us, 9 musicians, formed 3 groups of 3 and created 3 incredible songs that are linked there on that catalog. And they formed 3 new bands out of thin air: Rainbow Punch, Driftwood TX, and the Lunar Veil. Created incredible songs, and we ran an awesome 2-week song camp with them. But the fast and fun nature of the song camp didn't end there. It extended out into creating these incredible visual pieces with them, and then putting them out via Web3 means. And it went super well. And we were like, cool, that really worked. What else can we do? So for our second experiment, we decided to go bigger. If visual support works, and Web3 support, rolling out this music works, what can we do that's even greater? What if we built a whole story around this music? What if we built a whole world around 3 songs and got people to interact with them? And that's when Songcamp Electra was born. So Songcamp Electra, I think the best link to throw to you guys is Songcamp Zora sort of homepage, which is starting to build into like this awesome kind of, dare I say, Web3 Instagram, with just like our top pillar artworks that we've been putting out, our one-of-ones. So really that first piece, the unlock, is it was the sponsorship NFT for our first camp to basically raise the money we used to put towards gas and things like that in minting those 3 songs you just saw on catalog. And then begins Electra. So Electra is a world where music is energy, and music is needed to like basically run this world. But the people of the past, many centuries ago, they lost their way and stopped creating this music, and the world fell into what we're calling the Great Night. It fell into complete depleted energy. And now we must take the tall task of creating the music that will revive this world and save it from extinction. So what you're seeing on that page, if you click the Zora.co Songcamp page, is those 3 tickets. Those were our one-of-one tickets when we ran a Electra crowdfund, and people bought portal tickets to enter through the portal to this interactive world, this interactive story called Electra, where music is at its core. Right now, that game basically acts as like a gated Discord, the Electra Discord, where people can interact with the art that's being presented, go deeper into the story, and actually solve certain puzzles and game flows that we've created, which unlock and reward new and different NFTs. And now we are entering into the music portion. So the 3 pillar songs that will be put into the energy capsules at the core of Electra and start to save Electra will be dropping on Monday on the Songcamp Discord. We'll be having a party and premiere there at 4:30 p.m. So I'm going to drop you the invite link to that spot right there. And then with that, people inside the Electra game are also starting to interact musically and are actually helping create music and collaborate with the game builders. So now the game players, the Electra participants, and the Electra creators, the Electra builders on the camp side are starting to blur. They're morphing into one. And the idea is at the end of this camp, which ends in 2 weeks, you won't be able to tell who was a camp participant on the game side and who was a creator on the song camp side. It'll all morph into one, and then the Electra DAO will be born. So once this camp ends, it will evolve into its own DAO, and basically decentralize, govern the decision making on where this project goes forward and the evolution of the story and the distribution of this artwork. But it now lives in this kind of discord in this game, but it can spread far and wide because we believe we are honestly creating a movie here. This is the piece over here that dropped today. This is log 3, the third of 3 logs that tell the key pillar story moments within the Electra world. And you can see this incredible 3D rendering being done there. We have a visual team working on that. We have a team called The Swarm working on that, who's doing all the script writing, the voiceover, the sound design. It's just a entirely big, humongous experiment in collective creation. And then we have our 3x3 musicians who create the song squads, which is when the songs are going to be coming. And there you're seeing some Swarm members dropping some heat right there. So yeah, that's kind of like the full, like just word vomit of what we've been working on for the last 6 weeks. And again, next week culminates in the 3 songs coming out, and then we exit to community. So that's the run of it. I would love to like open it up to questions and hear what you think.
Awesome. Well, I love and thank you for your word vomit today, all up on the virtual stage here at the WIP. No, everything that you're doing at Song Camp, it's just one of the most exciting projects in the space. And everyone that I talk to behind the scenes is just a project that keeps coming up as an example of pushing innovation forward, really being honest and authentic to the community. And again, like you're talking about, that ultimate goal of the exit to the community it's awesome, and it's everything about this space. But we have stand-in show today, aka Rizzle. So Rizzle, man, I don't know if you have a question for Matthew or if you got tagged with some questions in the Discord, but it's your turn to pretend to be show right now.
Hey man, how you doing?
Good.
That was my best show impression. How's that? Hidden Forces would like to know, what kind of instruments are we talking about inside of the game, or do we bring our own?
You bring your own. You gotta warm up that DAW and bring your own.
Nice. Wait, hang on. We got another question. I'm scrolling through. I'm a rookie at being show. Someone had a question. I think someone even tagged me in a question.
So
do you
much.
plan to participate in any music? Khalili Moreno, I apologize for butchering your name, would like to know, do you plan to participate in any music related NFT festivals?
To be honest, we've been so deep down in the trenches of Song Camp Electra, I haven't really looked up towards what that would look like, but starting to turn our attention to what, after we move from camp to DAO related to Electra and what is going to be going on in Song Camp event circuit in the fall. So would love to learn more about these NFT music festivals because I think we'd like to be a part of it.
Dude, just out of personal curiosity, man, the scope of your project is sort of crazy. I didn't realize like the different levels of it. Did it just sort of evolve into this, or was this like the plan from the start, or how did things, get to this point?
Yeah, I would say a bit of both. So I think the scope was already pretty big when we started. We had an ambitious idea of basically building a world. And so our kind of pillar NFTs that you do see on that Zora page, like the 3 logs and 3 tickets, and then the 3 songs coming, and we have 3 capsules dropping, which are where those songs are going to be housed within the energy core of Electra. All that was part of the plan. Really presented on day 1 in our first kind of camp call. We went through that asset list and presented sort of the story we're going to build here together. And then a lot of things happened organically. The interactive approach kind of flowered out during camp. And then also even like the story team sort of organically sprouted out of the Swarm. And yeah, it's just like, it really has taken on a life of its own. And it's so fun to know that we are moving towards, like organizing into a DAO, which feels so incredibly necessary. It's almost like we built these containers to build this 8-week camp in, and then the camp is now like pushing at the edges of that containers. And I think like the DAO is the only solution for its evolution. And so really, really excited to see it grow into what it wants to be. And I think, so yeah, I would say like the behemoth-ness of the project is definitely, I think, a result also of just throwing a bunch of incredible artists together and having them just kind of create together has been just an incredible thing to watch.
Awesome, dude. No further questions, Your Honor, Sneaky Matt.
Thanks, dude. And thank you, Matthew, for jumping up on the virtual stage and again sharing your all the updates that you have planned for Song Camp.
For sure, and I just do want to also share that just now, if you guys know of PartyBid, a PartyBid has just launched against our Log 3 Zora drop, and really excited to see that. We dropped Log 2, which was the predecessor to this NFT on the same day that PartyBid went live, and it filled up within 24 hours, which was just a crazy thing to see. And now there's this Let's Take Log 3 PartyBid, which is an exciting thing to be seeing happening as well. Just wanted to share that, and yeah, please do come through the Songcamp Discord for next week's song premieres. It's going to be a crazy Monday.
Love to see it. Really excited for PartyBid and how that impacts the space heading forward too. And just genuine fun to kind of participate in these bids as a community. Thank you again, dude.
Thank you.
Cool. And next up, we have a Killer Tomato that's going to jump up on the virtual stage. So I think we got them all set up with their audio situation. So Killer Tomato, whenever you're ready, please unmute and take it away.
We're so close.
Did we whack them?
Oh, actually, they might be whacked. Hang on. Try again, Killer Tomato. We might have had you muted on our end. I know, right? What a dope screen name. There you go. I think. Say something. It looks like you're unmuted now, but nothing's coming through on our end, or at least on my end. Tomato. Might be push to talk. What do we do with? Thank you, Mark. What do we do with push to talk? You have to press P or V or something. That could be a thing. Kill a tomato. P is default. You definitely maybe hop out and back in. We could work with Kill a Tomato
and then we can kill out to get into the third spot. Cool. So we'll just segue to the next.
Or Matt.
Yeah, the next Matthew. So Matthew from Starship is here. So Matthew, whenever you're ready, unmute and take it away.
All right. Hey guys, my name's Matt Albright. I'm not a developer. I'm a business developer. Our developers and graphics people weren't able to make it on. Sorry about that. But I can give you an overview of the game. We're doing an NFT game. It's basically like a digital universe. There's supposed to be 1 million planets. You can claim these planets for free. You can also play for free. When you first log in, if you own our currency Starship, which you can find at starshipbsc.finance, you only need to own 1 token. They're like 9 cents right now. And you'll be given a space or a starship, and you can start mining kyanite gas and going to town there. So what we have is our graphics guy. He used to work with World of Warcraft, so he's very talented. You guys can find some of his videos. His name is Carlos. Sorry guys, my wife is knocking on my door. Anyways, the game development team, they have been they're very experienced. They have probably 20 years experience in game development. I think Carlos has been doing graphics for 30 years. So I sent some of those videos, I believe, to the moderators here. I don't know how I can show them. Trippy, do you have an idea how I can drop those videos or where I should drop them?
So are you able to screen share? If you see in the lower left, there should be a screen button.
I
You
will.
can share your screen, or you can drop
Yeah.
them in the WIP channel,
Okay. The WIC channel.
WIP.
Let me copy this. Copy link. Sorry, guys. So back to the universe, digital universe. It's 1,000,000 planets. You can claim a planet for free. There's space stations. There's 100 space stations total. There's going to be $50,000 in Bitcoin hidden on one of those planets. I think phase 4 development, you'll actually be able to war with, other people. And I got this video saved here. I'm going to drop it right now. What channel did you say? The WIP channel?
Yeah, WIP. It should be just above the live stream, a couple of channels up.
Okay. Yeah. So there's an NFT promotion that's going on right now. Basically, if you own one Starship, then it's being done by Giveaway Labs. And if you follow the rules, like follow the different socials and do the posts that they tell you, you will be airdropped that space station. It's going to be done on the Wax network. So I don't know if you guys have a Wax account. It's pretty easy to set up. But I just dropped that link if you guys want to check it out for the airdrop. And I have a link to the video of Carlos doing a design also. But if you guys have any questions, I think that's all I got here.
Awesome. Well, make sure you open up that door for your wife after we wrap up the Q&A. But definitely appreciate sharing everything about Starship. And fake show, whenever you're ready, hit Matthew with your questions, or hit Matt with your questions.
Hey, man. How are you feeling?
Doing good, man.
Good, dude.
Yeah, someone just asked a question. They asked how many planets are there? There's a million planets. So.
Damn, 1 billion planets? Dude, that's a lot for grabs.
Yeah, a million.
Feel free to drop any questions in the chat box here. I'm like really not used to being show and haven't been scanning for questions. I was more just like, talking smack. But dude, I have a question for you just in terms of like building out the project. There's a lot of good reasons to go with Wax, but there are also like a lot of options to, launch a project like this on that do similar things as Wax. So I have a Wax wallet, man. I have NFTs on, most of the things at this point, but just curious to hear your take on like why you chose to go with Wax and, how that suits your project.
I think the reason why Jose went with Wax, he's the lead developer, because they have a large user base. So, I think from a business perspective, I think that was ideal. But I don't know if you guys feel the same way. So.
No, I mean, I think that's a very good reason, man. Hidden Forces also has a question. He's saying how to buy Starship. He's not seen it on PancakeSwap.
So if you go to starshipbsc.finance, you will see, the page. Also, deploy Starship. Look up the Telegram. You can type /contract in the Telegram group, and it will show you the contract.
No further questions. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, man. Oh, wait, hang on. We do have another question. Go ahead. You can. Yeah, man.
If you guys want.
Wait, what happened? Blockchain for Prez also has a question. If you're there, any thoughts on how you want to differentiate the Starship project from other space mining NFT games? Example, Project Nebula. There were a couple others.
So the utility token in Starship is the kyanite gas, but our store of value token, I like to call it, is the Starship token. And the idea behind it was to have, multiple business entities feeding into the home currency or the store value currency, Starship. So basically, the profits from the game go towards buybacks or distributions to the Starship holders. But the gas is more the utility token used in the game. And to give you an example of another way that we're going to generate profit for Starship, our wallet is releasing to Android and iOS store this week, and or next week, whenever it gets approved. We've already submitted it. And the profits from the wallet also go back into the home currency. So, our goal is, I know we're talking about NFT game here, but our goal is to generate profits from different things, and have a stable currency with a large liquidity pool that can withstand the test of time. So.
And if
Awesome.
anyone else has any
Thanks for the
questions,
presentation.
yeah, thank you, dude. If anyone else has any questions for Matthew about Starship, make sure you tag them in Discord. But Matthew, man, thank you so much for taking the time to tell us all about what you're cooking up with Starship.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Our pleasure, man. Cool. And let's take another crack at Killer Tomato. So Killer Tomato, if you want to try
Hello?
out your mic. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear now.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you. Hello. Thanks for having me. My name is Yuki. I usually go by Kilo Tomato online. I'm a 3D artist, and I'm pretty brand new for NFT world, so I'm still learning how it works and then how things are. But I just released my first NFT art on where is it? Maker's Place. Oh yeah, Maker's Place, and yeah, that's the first one you can see. Hello, hello.
We can hear you. Did you share that in the chat?
No. Okay.
Yeah, above the live stream channel, you'll see the WIP channel. You can drop a link there to your work so folks can see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm Discord challenged a little bit. Where's the chat?
I'm on it. I'm almost there.
Someone is just trying to help me. Is this it? Yep, thank you.
Okay, good, because I thought I almost found it, but I'm not finding it. I'm trying.
Yeah, it's the link I sent you guys is the page for Maven Art. Basically the team representing me and a bunch of other artists' work on their NFT space, and the green monster with a plate on his on his head, and there's a Japanese dessert on it. That's my latest art and the character. Yes, that's the little wearable. Thank you.
And then, well, any questions from the audience for Killer Tomato? Do you have any questions for her? Fake Show?
Hey, Killa.
Hello. Oh, questions to audience?
You can ask us questions if you have questions, but we were going to ask you a question or two.
Yes, please.
First being, did I find the right one? This Orca with Whale Sweet Dessert Porcelain Edition? I was
Yeah,
trying
that's
to
one of them.
scavenge some links.
Yeah, that's one of them. So basically, I found love for Japanese yokais, which is folklore monster, first Pokemon of Japan, I would say. I grew up in Japan, and I always had this, like, I don't know, weird connection to these little monsters everywhere supposed to be in Japan. And during the pandemic, at the beginning of the lockdown, I don't know if you guys heard, but the hashtag Amabie was trending in Japan on Twitter. And then that's a kind of monster apparently shows up during the pandemic and then tell everybody to draw her or he. I don't know what it is. It looks like a half mermaid, half duck. And if you draw the picture of it and show it to everybody, you will be saved. It's such a funny creatures. But I ended up working with my illustrator friend in Japan and created a character on my end, and it ended up becoming, first of all, the art is published as an art book. A lot of artists contributed to draw Amabie, and my version became a collectible vinyl toy. And then it sort of encouraged me to keep creating these little creatures of my version. So this NFT version of a new character I made, Ocha, is based on the creature called Kappa, which is a river monster. So it's supposed to be sort of a vampire lives in a river, and as an old fairy tale, like it's a scary thing, like a drowned people and then just steal things and scary things. But my take on it is more of a soothing, cute little thing. And then the characteristic of this creature is this thing's supposed to have a plate on its head, and my imagination was, what if it was born with flipped plate, and then it doesn't belong to his Kappa world, and sort of bullied, and I don't know, like I daydream a lot when I'm designing the character, and then I kind of came up with like this story that's not going anywhere, but that's my inspiration, and I ended up creating this character. Yeah.
Amazing. Hilla, Mouthwash would like to know how many are there in the collection?
At the moment, three versions are available, but more are coming because I made a bunch.
Any alpha leak on exactly how many will be in the series, or is that top secret information? Oh, Mouthwash would also like to know if it's they could know how many of each version.
How many of each versions? So it's a little bit of my out of control. Like I can usually I'm trying to make everything one of a kind, but some of them I believe have 5 editions. I mean like a 5. Yes, 5 editions. And so far I created 3 desserts variation on his head. But I'm planning on expanding for more. LK in the chat is adding like how many editions are currently available, but more are coming.
We got one. We'll do one more question. Easy would like to know about the Rice Bowl and its meaning.
Rice Bowls are actually by Cargwin, different artist under Maven Art. I
In that
think
case,
she's
I have a
coming up.
question for you directly. For Crypto Spectre, can you recommend any factories for making vinyl figures?
Oh, I do have my network in Japan, but it's difficult. I can't quite recommend specifically, but yeah, vinyl art market is very different and then unique, and yeah, you sort of need to know the right person. That's all I can say for now.
Awesome. If anyone else has questions for Kill a Tomato, shoot him a DM. And otherwise, I'm assuming we are moving on to a mat of some sort.
All right, thank you very much. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, thank you so much, Kill a Tomato. Cool. And then, yeah, we're not going to wrap up with a Matthew, or at least I don't think his human or government name is Matthew, but we have Crypto Spectre here to talk about his drop tomorrow on Nifty Gateway. So, Spectre, man, if you're ready, unmute and tell folks what to expect tomorrow. Did we wax Spectre?
Yes, but I unwhacked him. I think we got you, dude.
Well, hey guys, can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, sorry, man. I had a hot mic earlier. Really sorry about that. I felt bad about that, so I got whacked. What an awesome evening, man. I mean, it's my first WIP attendance. I've been meaning to come for over a year. Even when it first started, you know, it was such a small thing back then, and then it's grown and grown. And I mean, tonight was crazy, you know. So cool to hear about all the different projects. What did we have? We had playing arts. That was really cool. I didn't catch the name of the guys at the start. And then, yeah, Yuki just then. That sounds really cool. Yeah, I've been wanting to make a run of vinyl figures for ages. I've made some resin stuff myself, you know, but yeah, the Japanese vinyl market seems really tricky to get into. You know, I'm gonna have to shoehorn my way in somehow. I'll probably end up making vinyl toys out of Taiwan or something instead. But anyway, yeah, thanks so much for having me. I'm just here to talk about a couple of drops. Really, it's been a crazy month. First things first, I guess myself and Space Painter just dropped a really cool piece that we done like a tilt brush collab. We dropped that on Space's account on Known Origin. It's a really cool story piece about a place we found when we were on a mushroom trip a while ago, like last year. It's a really cool sort of location in the Mendips here in the UK. Quite spooky, like loads of abandoned buildings just in the forest, kind of overgrown and stuff. And yeah, we had this crazy experience there, and we've made this really cool tilt brush art piece about it we called it Fungus Abnormalis. And yeah, that's on Space Painter's Known Origin account at the moment. It's live and ready to view. If you guys haven't checked it out already, definitely go and have a look. It's really cool. So I'm just trying to keep this running along because I know we haven't got all the time in the world, have we? But yeah. The second thing is my first drop on Nifty Gateway, which I'm really stoked about. It's happening at 6:30 tomorrow. I didn't realize it had swapped until Matt told me that it swapped to sort of like single drops every day. So that's really cool. Yeah. So tomorrow 6:30, my drop's landing, and it's kind of like two collections almost. It's one collection of this Vitaliverse pieces which I've created. I did this awesome sculpt of Vitalik, kind of a lifelike sculpt of Vitalik Buterin recently, ages ago actually, and I've been meaning to do something with it for a while, and so I started messing around with him and making all these variations on him and this kind of fantasy versions of Vitalik. So it's going to be a little collection of those, which I think people are going to really like. Yeah, they're sort of they're crazy. And then there's an ongoing series that I'm definitely going to dip into again down the line, called Modern Symptoms, which is sort of basically the process is this kind of automatic drawing technique that I learned when I was back in college, and it's just something I've kind of like fallen back on every now and again when I sort of hitting a sort of lull in inspiration, which can happen to creatives sometimes. And yeah, it's quite cool. And then you just kind of do this kind of automatic drawing technique, and you can find really random stuff in it. You just sort of look at the marks that you've got on the page that you've made, and then find these crazy kind of characters in there. I do anyway. I find these crazy characters and sort of turn them into weird satirical kind of bouffants. Yeah, so I'm really stoked. It's a cool week, and I'm really happy that I'm just so grateful that you guys had me on here last minute. That's really cool of you. Very nice of you indeed. Thanks, Matt. Shout out to Matt. One of the Matts. How many Matts do we have here today? How many Matts?
Three. At least three. Probably
Wow.
many more. Many Matts.
A ton of Matts.
Yeah.
All the unsung Matts
show
in the audience too.
Yeah, and then we have Fake Show ready for you for some questions. So, Fake Show, hit them with those cues.
Hey man, how you feeling?
Hey man, yeah, good to meet you.
Yo, nice to meet you too, dude. Thanks. I'm trying. I feel like I really nailed the show greeting. Dude, the piece is really, really cool, man. And I feel like this is really only scratching the surface of people doing more and more types of these NFTs. I'm just curious, I assume this is like much more labor intensive than, doing a straight up two-dimensional picture. I mean, maybe that's mischaracterizing some of the time that's gone into some of those, but the skill set that you need and the time that it seems like goes into these kind of things is, approaching video game level is I guess, the way I would describe it. What is it like doing these types of projects compared to, creating a more static art project?
Are you talking about Fungus Abnormalis?
Yes, sir. The Fungus
Yeah,
Abnormalis.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't really want to. I don't want to belittle people doing who specialize in 2D art either, because I also do that too, and that's really good fun and also very labor intensive. But yeah, it's quite a long process. Yeah, it took a long while. It really sort of like evolved. Really, we sort of had this crazy experience in the forest, in space, and then kind of went away and just processed that and started experimenting in tilt brush, kind of doing sketches of deers and trees and all kinds of stuff, and then that kind of branched off into a few different sketches, and then we talked a lot more, and then this one really grew out of those conversations. And yeah, it's pretty labor intensive because there are definitely phases to it. It's kind of like you get the basic sketch done, and then you can move on to sort of detailing it a bit more, and then you might decide, oh, actually, we need this to lead in a certain way, of course, because of the story aspect of it. And we every time we collaborate, we're definitely sort of trying to really tell a story, and we don't see loads of these kinds of NFTs. There's definitely some people pushing that more often. I guess a lot of what you see is quite sort of accessible and consumable, kind of like single, just kind of like, I don't know, lazy apes or stoned apes or whatever, stuff like that. There's just kind of like a new a new trend every day at the moment. It's crazy in the NFT scene, but I suppose the kind of the stuff that we're making with our tilt brush VR artworks NFTs is definitely much more sort of in-depth story oriented. So yeah, it does take quite a few months to sort of finish pieces depending on how complex we want to take them, but yeah, it's interesting. I think we're going to try to release some making of. We definitely need to create and release some making of material at some point, so people can get a better idea of the way that these things are produced. And yeah, I'm definitely up for that. Anyway, I'm going to try and produce some of that soon. Need to do a lot more work in progress material and release it on social media.
Hang on, man. I'm trying to actually grab the link. Space Painter just sent it to me, and I'm gonna. For some reason,
Oh,
the chat box isn't
yeah,
cooperating with
sorry,
him. I'm about to post
I
it.
need to come. I'll post one as well. Yeah,
Oh,
if I can. So,
dude, it's a really, really cool project. I mean, I guess project is almost like the correct term for it. It's like, hard to just call it like a piece of art. It's like quite the experience. I feel like we're only going to see more of this. Dude, my only question for you is, are you aware that Space Painter sounds like Cookie Monster when he hangs out with us? And does he sound like Cookie Monster when he's tripping on mushrooms?
oh yeah, absolutely. That's the voice that they have all the time. It's just 24/7. It's really hard after a while. It sort of grinds on your ears a little bit, and I had to take breaks myself for sure. But yeah, the Cookie Monster. Yeah, it's the Spaced is a person of mystery. Well, who knows? Who knows if we'll ever find out who they really are? But yeah, it's a well kept secret at the moment. We'll see.
I did on Wacky Space Painter. If you would like to chime in here real quick, and I don't know what, eat a cookie or something.
Come
Where'd
on,
he go?
Space. Where are you?
I promise. He is on Whacked. He might be on Push to Talk or something too.
Yeah, maybe they need to get their special voice. They need to do the voice exercises before they really jump.
The Kill a Tomato virus spread to Space Painter. All right, dude. Well, it sounds like we're doing karaoke later on, man. So if you figure it out. Oh,
Hello.
here we go.
Oh,
Is it working now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hello, guys. Talking behind my back. Unacceptable. I do sound like the Cookie Monster when I'm high enough, which is often.
I knew it, man. That's how I want to believe it always is in my head.
That's why I need the voice mod to at least make it a bit more manageable. Otherwise, it's just a mess.
yeah,
That's the real reason why I use this voice.
unmanageable. Oh, well, thanks so much for your questions, dude. It's really yeah, it's great to talk about that piece. Yeah, like I say, it's been a mad month. It's really we're really super happy with Fungus Abnormalis. The way it turned out. We're definitely trying to push the envelope every time we make a collab drop. And yeah, you got any words to say about this if we got time, Space, about Fungus Abnormalis? Your experience with it?
Yeah, I would like to tell people that there's the journal as well, which I will DM to Reason out to, if you could be very kind to share. And in the journal, you can actually see a picture of the real lodge that is recreated in our piece. And you can see a bit of the history of the place and of the story we've been through with our trip. It was crazy. We don't have time to get into it, but it started with us being in awe with the place, and we then felt like it was like a video game. All the stuff we were finding, and stuff from different times, that we could see different layers of time there, with the Roman past, and then the ruins and the trees growing with the ruins. And there was actually a part that had these underground ruins as well, a bit close to the lodge. And this bizarre picture of this man, gentleman, hunting.
The hunting lodge. It was kind of like laminated, this weird laminated picture, that we found.
A laminated picture, and someone wrote cunts in it. And the whole thing looked like it was, in a way, managed and kept, because it had clearly been kept for decades. And on the other hand, it was derelict and abandoned. We couldn't really figure out what was going on there. And then Cryptospector started having a bad trip, and things went down pretty from there.
Like you say, we haven't really got time to go into but we've got some UK.
I made it out of the woods.
We got some UK-based people here, like Mark Rendar. I definitely recommend any of you guys going to check it out. It's a cool place. Just on the northern edge of the Mendips. So yeah, if anyone's UK-based, go and try and find it. Dilbury Warren.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I
but
would love to make a tweet with some more pictures from it.
yeah. And like I said earlier, the other big thing is the moment for me is this nifty drop, which I'm super stoked about. Yeah. I hope it goes well. And once the link's up, once the nifty guys send me a link, I'll definitely be tweeting that. And so if anyone wants to check my Twitter at CryptoSpectre with just TR at the end, then yeah, please check me out on Twitter. And you'll be able to view the artworks tomorrow at some point. And DM me, let me know what you think.
Amazing. Cool. Big shout out to Elmo Voice on Fire, aka Space Painter, for jumping in there and elucidating everything behind the work. And Crypto Spectrum, man, thank you for sharing everything. Really stoked for your drop on niftygateway.com. Again,
Thanks so much for
in the morning.
Thanks so much, guys. Yeah, thanks for having
And
me.
check Nifty's drop from Crypto Spectre, which I had the pleasure to review, and it's absolutely amazing. There's these Vitalik pieces that are mind-blowing. You guys have to check it
I'm
out.
going in so hard on those Vitalik pieces. I really want to own all of them, but I'm pretty sure they're going to fly off the shelves. And big shout out to the UK crew, real quick. Like, we have a really strong contingent of folks in the UK, like you're saying. I mean, yourselves, we got David Moore, Rendar, Paradox. Love it. Love to see that.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. No, yeah. I've been for a drink with Mark Rendar and a couple of other guys. There's here in Bristol. It's quite a nice little community here. Just a little very micro one. Hasmus as well. And yeah, but I haven't. I'm really gutted I couldn't make it to the London event that Known Origin put on recently in oh God, what's that place? That trendy place in London. What's it called again? Anyway, Known Origin had this cool event there recently, and I really wanted to go and meet some peeps, but yeah, I couldn't make it, unfortunately, because I was working hard on this stuff I'm just releasing now. So yeah, it'd be awesome to meet a lot of you guys as well in the flesh at some point.
Hell yeah. Well, I just want to thank you, and then thank all of our speakers today, all the Matthews, the Killer Tomatoes, for jumping up on stage, playing arts at the pre-WIP trip. Really enjoy listening to these updates every single week. And real quick, big shout out to Trippy Yogi. After about 8 months, I think, he put out his first work on Super Rare. It's a really amazing piece, really, really deep with meaning, emotion. It's called New Future. You definitely have to go to Super Rare. Check this out. Show some love to Trippy Yogi and that amazing work. Wanted to flag that. But I think now it's time for the group photo in Crypto Boxes. Is that right?
Yes, confirmed.
Need a fake
We either
Paradox.
need Paradox or fake Paradox to guide us to do a thing. I don't know. What do you think? Go out back, maybe? I'll let Paradox or fake Paradox decide.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Awesome. Let's do two, shall we? Everybody jump on the stage and, well, we've got a million dance moves, so yeah, everyone on the stage. I'm doing a nice little time lapse of everyone getting there, so let's give everyone about 10 seconds to get there. I'm looking at the stage, so I can't see who's not here. Is that nearly everyone? I think
Yeah,
that is
pretty much everyone's up there.
That's gonna be like the quickest pit everyone has assembled. Amazing. Right. Dance moves and emojis, please. Cool. Let's get a shot. Awesome. Right. Here we go. Nice and slow. Doing a lovely zoom backwards. This is awesome. And one more. So where should we do the next one? Should we do one on the roof?
Yeah, let's fly up there.
Let's do it on the roof. Everybody to the roof, please. Let's get a shot. Right. Nearly everybody there. I'm just going to take a quick peek, see if there's anyone there. Excellent. There's
Which way should
Penguin
we be
still on the stage.
looking?
Okay, right. So if you can see me, if you look out towards the sea, please. And I'm going to get a nice wide shot. Okay, so this shot essentially is going to be a zooming backwards way out into the clouds. So if everybody could line up, yeah, pretty good. And here I go. So I'm going to disappear off into the distance. Awesome. I'm going to keep going, but that's me done. Cheers, guys. Sweet.
Wow, crazy.
I can't see anything now. Oh no, I got pixels chasing me. Cool.
I don't even know how to do emojis or dance, so sorry guys.
Oh, you couldn't, team.
Awesome. All right, Paradox out.
Thanks, dude. And then Rizzle, man, you want to wind us out and wrap this up for today?
No, not really, man. I feel like we're in uncharted territory. Like, what do we even do now? Now we pass the mic to Show, but he has abandoned us and is getting. I hope this is important. If Show's just getting like his teeth cleaned or something, I feel like this is a never forget moment. Yes, thank you, Pixels. I honestly really liked. I think it was. Forgive me if I get it wrong. I think it was Sandy's idea to do karaoke, or maybe it was Guts Berserk. But if people are down to do karaoke, I can't tell you about the project yet. But maybe next week. We're getting closer. I'm dropping alpha on Paradox's Metanauts show. I think whenever they're gonna release my episode, maybe next week or something. So. I do drop a little bit of alpha on that, and then I promised them like first dibs, and then I'll give you guys more alpha next week. But yeah, cool stuff is going on, and there's stuff going on. Y'all want to do karaoke? We could do karaoke. Who wants to sing though? I don't want to sing, but I do want to heckle people who sing and like hang out and listen to y'all sing.
Can we just like somehow hack into Show's dentist's like loudspeaker or something?
We should absolutely. We need proof. How do we know? How do we know Show's just not salty from last week, where we went into the Blondie's Hackatow hole or whatever, and Show didn't get to do the afties, and now he abandoned us for a teeth cleaning.
That's it. No, yeah, it's very odd without rolling into the afties, but we'll make do. We may even just a little. I mean, I guess depends on what happens if we karaoke for a while or something. We may fire up the cipher like an hour early or something. So maybe 2 p.m. instead of 3. Just I was thinking because without afties, it would be some activities to come back to a little sooner than later.
Nobody knows what to do. Melanie wants to be yelled at, right? Yo, Space Painter, yes, dude. Hell yeah. Cookie Monster, lead the charge, man. He's like, karaoke for real. He's in. Dude, let it rip. Who, what song, man? We'll get it queued up. I'm here for this, I'll tell you that.
We got the karaoke time.
While I am troubleshooting this, I would love for everyone to go and purchase this. I would love for everyone to go and purchase this. I would love for everyone to go and purchase this. For audio problems, happy sunshine. potatoes. I want chicken.